Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well. I've had a busy morning this morning, but I've managed to get here so I can read you a story. So today's story is very funny, but it's not the story that you think you know. So it's from this amazing book called Revolting and it's by Roald Dahl. So we know how amazing he is. The story I've chosen this morning is Cinderella. Like I say, it's not the normal story. Now, there's not many pictures, but there are lots of words. So I will show you the pictures when they appear. Sit down and enjoy and laugh away. And don't get frightened. Cinderella. I guess you think you know this story. You don't. The real one's much more gory. The phony one, the one you know, was cooked up years and years ago and made to sound all soft and sappy just to keep the children happy. Mind you, they got the first bit right. The bit where in the dead of night, the ugly sisters, jewels and all, departed for the palace ball, while darling little Cinderella was locked up in the slimy cellar, where rats who wanted things to eat began to nibble at her feet. She bellowed, "Help!" and "Let me out!" The magic fairy heard her shout. Appearing in a blaze of light, she said, "My dear, are you all right?" "All right," cried Cindy. "Can't you see? I feel as rotten as can be." She beat her fist against the wall and shouted, "Get me to the ball! There is a disco at the palace. The rest have gone and I am jealous. I want a dress. I want a coat and earrings and a diamond brooch and silver slippers, 2 of those, and a lovely nylon pantyhose. Done up like that, I'll guarantee the handsome prince will fall for me." The fairy said, "Hang on a tick," gave her wand a mighty flick, and quickly, in no time at all, Cindy was at the palace ball. Oh, it made the ugly sisters wince. Did you see that? As they watched her dance with the prince. She held him very tight and pressed herself against his manly chest. The prince himself was turned to pulp, and all he could do was gasp and gulp. Oh, look, there is Cinderella with the fairy godmother. Dear. Then midnight struck. She shouted, "Eck! I've got to run to save me neck." The prince cried, "No, alas, alack!" He grabbed her dress to hold her back. As Cindy shouted, "Let me go!" the dress was ripped from head to toe. She ran out in her underwear and lost one slipper on the stair. The prince was on it like a dart. He pressed it to his pounding heart. "The girl this slipper fits," he said. "Tomorrow morn shall be my bride. I'll visit every house in town till I've tracked the maiden down." Then, rather carelessly, I fear, he placed it on a crate of beer. At once, one of the ugly sisters, the one with the face all blotched and blisters, sneaked up and grabbed the dainty shoe and quickly flushed it down the loo. Then, in its place, she calmly put the slipper from her own left foot. Yeah, you see, the plot grows thicker and Cindy's luck starts looking sicker. Next day, the prince went charging down to knock on all the doors in town. In every house the tension grew. who was the owner of the shoe. The shoe was long and very wide. A normal foot got lost inside. Also, it smelled a wee bit icky. The owner's feet were hot and sticky. Thousands of eager people came to try it on, but all in vain. Now came the ugly sisters' go. One tried it on. The prince screamed, "No!" But she screamed, "Yes, it fits! Whoopee! So now you've got to marry me." The prince went white from ear to ear. He muttered, "Let's get out of here." "Oh, no, you don't. You made a vow. There's no way you can back down now." "Off with her head!" the prince roared back. They chopped it off. Oh, my goodness. With one big whack. This pleased the prince. He smiled and said, "She's prettier without her head." Then came up sister number 2, who yelled, "Now I will try the shoe." "Try this instead," the prince yelled back. Oh no. He swung his trusty sword and smack. Oh no, her head went crashing to the ground. It bounced a bit and rolled around. In the kitchen, peeling spuds, Cinderella heard the thuds of bouncing heads upon the floor and poked her head around the door. "What's all that racket?" Cindy cried. "Mind your own biz," the prince replied. Poor Cindy's heart was torn to shreds. My prince, she thought, he chops off heads. How could I marry anyone who does that sort of thing for fun? The prince cried, "Who's this dirty mutt? Off with her nut! Off with her nut!" Just then, all in a blaze of light, the magic fairy hove in sight. Oh, thank goodness. Her magic wand went swoosh and swish. "Cindy," she cried, "come make a wish. Wish anything and have no doubt that I will make it come about." Cindy answered, "Oh, kind fairy, this time I shall be more wary. No more princes, no more money. No, I've had my taste of honey. I'm wishing for a decent man. They're hard to find. Do you think you can?" Within a minute, Cinderella was married to a lovely fella, a simple jam maker by trade, who sold good homemade marmalade. Their house was filled with smiles and laughter, and they were happy ever after. Oh, he sounds like my kind of chap. I do like marmalade and jam. Yes, definitely better than the prince. I told you it's a very different story from the one that you know. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, and I will see you Monday morning for more stories. Take care and have a lovely day for the rest of the day, and I will see you, like I say, on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.